After months of scouting shelters for a potential service dog, Brandon has finally found a contender in Sandy, a purebred golden retriever.
Good, good.
But his approach to Sandy's training depends upon the needs of Tim Donnelly, a wounded war veteran who lost both legs in Afghanistan.
So far, Tim and I have been conversing through email, but today we're going to see each other face to face for the first time. To get a clear picture of exactly what Tim needs, I need to ask him very personal questions. How difficult is it to walk now?
It depends on the day, really. I do have days where I can get around mainly on my prosthetics. Other days, unfortunately, I have to take a rest day.
In a perfect world, what would you want a service dog assisting you with?
Picking stuff up, that's something I have real trouble with. If I'm up on my prosthetics and I drop something, leaning down to pick it up is nigh on impossible.
How difficult is it getting up and down steps?
Steps are kind of my arch nemesis. We do not get along well at all.
Tim, just so you know, today I have found a dog.
Fantastic. That sounds awesome.
I don't know if it's the right dog, but it looks like he fits the profile. I'm not going to know if he's the dog until I start training him and testing him.
I hope he meets all of your expectations and all of your criteria. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to get to work with you.
Not every dog is meant to be a service dog. But after what I just heard, it's now my personal mission to make this happen for him. Failure is not an option.
Like all dogs at Lucky Dog Ranch, Sandy will receive a comprehensive education in the 7 common commands. But preparing for active duty will require advanced training.
Much like the military, I only take the best of the best. Boot camp starts today.
Sandy's first lesson, the retrieve.
What makes the Golden Retriever stand out from so many other retrievers is its soft grip. Sandy will be trained to pick up everyday objects for Tim. Sunglasses, remote controls, phones.
But teaching Sandy to fetch unfamiliar items will require a specialized technique called bridging. The process starts with Sandy's favorite toy, a tennis ball.
He's already on the tennis ball. He likes it. He likes retrieving it. Now I'm going to connect it to a wooden dumbbell.
Brandon cuts a strip from the tennis ball and tapes it to the dumbbell.
Sandy smells it. He likes it, but it's still very awkward looking.
Then, a moment of clarity.
Sandy opens his mouth and grabs that dumbbell. The bridge has now been formed.
Coming up,
Brace.
Sandy braces for his next challenge.
It's time to take it to the next level.
Okay.
If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, write to us at cbsluckydog@gmail.com. Tell us why, and you might be selected. For the last few weeks, Sandy, the service dog in training, has been honing his retrieval skills. Today, he tests his mettle.
Metal is now a whole new ballgame. It's not comfortable for the dog's mouth. It's clanky on the teeth.
But making the transition to metal is vital to the bridging process, opening up the door to more practical objects, like keys and cell phones.
I take a metal rod and I place it right in front of his mouth. I say the words, pick it up. And Sandy opens his mouth. Let it touch your teeth. It's okay, just let it touch your teeth. The second it hits his teeth, I see his mouth start shaking. Try it again. Just pick it up. Pick it up. I know, it's tricky. There you go, good.
Brandon repeats the process over and over.
Then out of nowhere, Sandy did something that absolutely amazed me. I held the pipe up about 8 inches away from his mouth and I said, pick it up. And he lunged for it. There you go. Good.
Now acclimated to metal, there's no object Sandy can't handle.
Keys, sunglasses, any object that Tim might need Sandy to pick up.
Good boy. That's a good boy.
Having perfected Sandy's retrieve, Brandon shifts gears to ground support.
The brace command is for Tim to use. When he gets wobbly, he's feeling off balance. He simply says the word brace. Sandy will understand to stiffen his body up and become the cane whenever Tim needs him.
Because a dog's first instinct is to lie down when pressure is applied to its back, Brandon must first teach Sandy the fundamentals of the brace.
I hopped him up on the training platform, and I placed a wooden box in between all 4 legs. When I pushed on his back, he started going down, but he hit that box and he stood right back up.
Brace. Very good.
Eventually, I take that box and I slide it out. I simply say the word brace, push down, and lo and behold, his body is stiff now. Every time I repeat the command, I'm pushing a little more pressure. Eventually, he can actually hold my body up as I'm leaning on him.
Good boy.
It's time to take it to the next level,
Feet up. Brace.
putting it to a practical use.
Brace. Good.
Using it when I walk up steps,
Brace.
down steps.
Okay, good boy.
Using it anytime I truly need to brace myself. Over the next few weeks, we continue this brace training, curb after curb, step after step. He must be a perfected machine.
But after long days, it's equally important to unwind. And like all recruits, Sandy gets an hour of square away time.
When training a service dog, you always gotta make sure you match that work with playtime. So I brought him down to the yard to play with some toys that our sponsor PetMate sent over to us.
A little energy burn, then it's lights out for this hard-working soldier. Coming up, basic is over. Now the real test begins.
One wrong move